Hi, I'm Kyle Petty, and welcome to Kiss My Asphalt. Okay, here's the question this week. Did Atlanta prove it's the best track on the NASCAR circuit with the best racing? I'm going to have to say that's a philosophical question. I think so, and I'm going to give you the reasons why. So many times this racetrack was classified as a mile and a half, like Texas, like Kansas, like Charlotte, all these racetracks. It was not the super speedway of Talladega and Daytona, but somehow it busted out of its boundaries. It busted out of its venue. It's busted out of its genre, and it moved to a different category. It is the one and only Atlanta Motor Speedway. We don't see racing like this anywhere else. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, they had the big wreck last night and it took out half the field. Yes, it did. But you don't have to have 36 to 40 cars to have a great NASCAR race. We saw it in the last 5, 6, 7 laps of the race. Some of the best racing that we've seen, since the first Atlanta race. That's what it's all about. This racetrack puts on a show for the fans. So I think it's great racing. We see a lot of people that hate pack racing. We see a lot of people that love pack racing. It depends on where you fall, but you can't argue that Brad Kay, that Chase Elliott, that Alex Bowman, that those guys, the skill level they have to race this way, to make those moves, to make those counter moves. This racetrack allows these drivers to do things here that they can't do at Daytona. They can't do at Talladega. They can't do it Charlotte, and they can't do it Texas. They can only do this at Atlanta, and it's fascinating to watch. So for me, the art of racing and to watch these guys do this on this racetrack is some of the best racing that I see all year. I don't know why they're not hanging from the rafters at that place every time they open the gate. They should race there every week as far as I'm concerned because it is great NASCAR racing. Now, last week, I had a few things to say about Chase Elliott, that he needed to get up off his rear end and get back to victory lane. And he found his way to victory lane this week. Congratulations, Chase. Congratulations. This is not personal. So many of you people tweet and text me and all this stuff that is personal. It's not. It's a fact. He had won one race in the previous 2.5 or 3 years. But here's the thing. A lot of people are going to say, and I said it, he only raced half the field. Tyler Reddick said we only had to race 10 or 12 cars because everybody else was in a wreck. This was a race for non-winners. This was a race for people who hadn't won a race all year long. We heard it on the radio. We heard it on TV. Well, of the last 15, 20, 30 cars that are left, nobody has won a race unless SVG or unless Kyle Larson. And they had been in wrecks, so they weren't going to be a factor. They were just out on the racetrack. So it came down to a race of non-winners, and Chase Elliott gets the W. Now, let me clarify this. A W is a W. When I won my very first race, I was running 5th, and the top 4 guys crashed. I won the race. I didn't deserve the race, but I got the W. It's on my record. Chase Elliott got the W, and that's all that matters. And it's good for the sport. It is good for the sport. The fans love it. NASCAR loves it. TV loves it. Everybody loves it. Everything is right with the world today. And that's all that really matters in our sport, is that everything is right. Congratulations to Chase Elliott. Congratulations to Rick Hendrick. Congratulations to Brad Kay. He put up a heck of a fight to try to fend him off. But it was a great race as far as I'm concerned, and I've already bought my ticket for Atlanta next year.